I mean, I was just gonna say, I mean, I think in the situation that being number two, you still have to pretty much take it down to the wire, and the wire would be the week of the draft. I don't think you can close off those conversations with your scouting department, your personnel department, and your coaching staff and their ideal on certain prospects or whatever the case is. Of course, we know they're going for quarterback, but we've heard of different stories. Adam Peters was a part of one of those stories of recent years when they were expected to be drafting Mac Jones after 49ers moved up. And from what everything has been said, they made that last change like maybe 8 hours or something like that, or a day before the actual draft. Even here in Washington, historically, in the beginning stages and almost towards the end, Washington was locked in on a particular draft of selecting Kellen Winslow Jr. over Sean Taylor.
Yeah, that's a
Pretty
good
much
point.
the day before it switched to Sean Taylor. So those good organizations and those personnel individuals, they're going to take their time on making the decision. Do they have a inclination who they like? Of course, but at the end of the day, if you want to do things fairly, you still have to go down to the wire with it, play out all the different scenarios. If a team wanted to trade up, should we consider this? Like what we shouldn't consider? What are we okay with? Also, giving those scenarios to Josh Harris to understand, not necessarily for his input, but more so for him to understand what could be possibly unfolding. Hey, also, can we mock our way in different scenarios to get back into the first if we really like a player? And they're kind of like sliding down our projected board. That could be Olu Fasciano. That could be Brock Bowers. That could be Brian Thomas Jr. So on. So I don't think that they are like 100% locked in on someone. Do they have an inclination, and do certain people within the NFL spaces kind of got an idea? Hell yeah, but anything could possibly change, especially when you might be still watching out for someone's character. Anything could happen in that regard too. Like a red flag could pop up in between now to the draft.